What are people saying there about hijacked buildings in the CBD?
Yeah, absolutely, Aldrin. I'm just going to move out of shot here. It is a bit of a media scrum where I am. We're all trying to get access to the space here. But I did definitely hear what you were saying and some of the tweets that our viewers have put in place. And you're quite right. These are the questions that people are asking on the ground. We're going to try and move and go to the other side where there's just a little bit more space. We do know that the mayor of the city of Johannesburg is here. We're going to try and make our way to him that side. He's over there. He's over there. We keep walk. Let's go. And just to respond to what your viewers are asking is that this issue of the hijacked buildings is a serious problem, and it's a problem that needs to be dealt with. And they're asking what can be done to deal with this issue. And how can this issue be dealt with? We do have here the speaker just giving us an update of what it is that has happened. We're just going to quickly listen in.
You mentioned that this wouldn't have happened if you were allowed to do your job. Who exactly is hindering you?
Look, I'm not going to specify the details. There are many processes that are involved in evicting people from illegal buildings. It's like any informal settlement that mushrooms. After 3 to 6 weeks, you can't evict those people, whether they are services or not, whether they've built by the flood lines or not. So it becomes the rights of a certain sector of people overriding the rights of the city to do its job and everybody else that is impacted in the process when something happens. This is not different from the floods that we have every year, where people just build willy-nilly where they want to with informal settlements. And we keep preaching this message, to say, please allow us as a city of John. If there's an issue of housing, we are sorting it out, and we can allocate proper spaces where people can build or live where it's safe. This is really a tragedy.
Speaker, 64 people have died, an absolute tragedy. Our viewers want to know, where is government? Where is accountability?
Government is here. That's why we are here. And that's why we are here to understand what has happened, what needs to be done. And of course, we're going to look internally inside the city for accountability of whether indeed it was truly the negligence of the city, or it was the people really not heeding to the call of the city to do the right thing. We are busy with civic education now, building world-class African citizens. When we want a world-class African city, it doesn't only talk to infrastructure, having the best of buildings, the roads, etc. It talks about the behavior of the citizens that we have. It clearly tells us that we don't have world-class African citizens that heed to the law, that understand the bylaws, that really work with government to build a working government with proper housing and structure, etc. I'm not condoning government that we may be slow sometimes in allocating houses in some of our processes, but that's not a reason to be lawless, because things like this sometimes happen where tragedy that could have been prevented, I think, would happen because the citizens are not willing to understand and work with us in upholding the laws and the bylaws of the city, in understanding what is safe, what is not safe. We have to really instill this world-class African citizen behavior in all of us, how we conduct ourselves.
What is your message for hijackers?
Before I let you go, a hijacked building, what is the city doing about dealing with the hijacked building and the so-called cartels and companies that are responsible for the situation that we see?
I'm sure you saw at some point MMC Kunene was dealing with the issue. He got a lot of backlash and he was taken to court for dealing with an unsafe hijacked city that is non-compliant. That's what I'm saying. There are some certain NGOs that are hell-bent on preventing the city from dealing with it. It needs decisive action, and there will be casualties, but let there be no death. Let us have casualties of reallocating people to proper housing. But if we have to then succumb to the pressure because we are taken to court, there are court orders, we can't move, etc., and then something like this happens. So the city as well, the mayor will explain what they are doing about it because it falls in the executives. I know because it affects the citizens, it affects lives, and we are very, very saddened by what has happened today. Truly, truly a tragedy. And I don't care whether it was an illegal foreigner who was here or a local, etc. A life is a life. And all of us, yes, have a responsibility to uphold the integrity, the dignity of a life, And as a city of Johannesburg, we'll do everything that we can to support those that are left behind, to help the families, to bury those that need assistance, and also counseling and all other sort of assistance that will, we will understand as the day unfolds what is required.
You asked the Speaker, we're going to leave it there. We're going to just try and move out of this area here so that we can just give you our closing shot. The situation is definitely heating up here, Aldrin, and it is a very interesting situation. What we are seeing over there, we're just going to try and move a little bit further up there just to show you, just to give you an idea of what the toll has been, the human toll has been. We're seeing that, if you can just walk a bit faster, we're seeing that there has been there's a large number of people that are standing on the outskirts of this area. We're going to try and walk a little bit closer, Aldrin, just to give you an idea of what this looks like. We know that at the coalface of it, the police are there, city officials are there, they're trying to take stock. But what we're seeing right now, it seems as though it's community members that are coming out here trying to support, trying to find out what it is that had happened. We're going to try and move closer so we can find out why they're here, what is happening. I mean, from my estimation of what I'm seeing here, Aldrin, there's more than 200 people that I'm seeing here. There's more than 200 people that I'm seeing here. Sorry. There's more than 200 people that I'm seeing here. Hello? Hello? Hi. Hi, Putu. How are you? How's it going? How are you? We're from SABC. We just want to know, why are you guys here?
No, we're going to Pretoria. Now we're heading to Pretoria.
Why?
To Nigerian embassy.
To the Nigerian embassy?
To the Nigerian embassy.
But why did you guys come here?
You'll get the message. You'll get the message as soon as you get to Pretoria. No, not now. No, this is the right time. We'll talk about that when we get to Pretoria. Apparently, there will be a media that will addressing the process that will be happening at embassy at Pretoria.
Are you
not
saying
now.
that this is the work of foreign nationals?
Yeah, this is the work of foreign nationals.
How do you know this?
Yeah, we know these buildings are hijacked.
How do you know these buildings are hijacked? How do you know these buildings are hijacked? How do you know? Just tell me.
No one doesn't know that this building is hijacked.
All right, Aldrin, this is the shot we're going to end off on. More than 200 people are here. You can see different people that live in and around the city have made their way here. We just spoke to a gentleman here dressed in cargo saying that they're going to the Nigerian embassy. They feel that this is the issue of foreign nationals. The situation is definitely heating up. I'm going to ask my camera colleague Kenna to pan and show you where we're standing. We're standing outside the police line. There are foreigners here. There are people here who are scared, people who are worried, people who found out what happened. How are you, sir? Do you know what happened here?
No, I don't know.
You don't live around here. Are you scared? Are you scared to talk to me?
No.
You're scared to talk to me. People are scared to talk. They want to know what happened. They are scared to speak. What happened, sir?
Even myself, I just come down to visit here because I'm staying in Pretoria, so I just come here to visit. I saw my because they saw me my parents, they was living here, so I cannot give him any information about this.
But is this scary? This is not normal. This is a scary situation.
Yeah, it's Johannesburg. That's why I say I cannot give you any information about this. Then until someone must explain about me what happening. So I cannot tell you.
You hear what the gentleman was saying now? They're blaming foreigners about what happened.
Yeah, I heard that, Mara.
How scary is that?
I cannot explain about that because me, I'm also a foreigner. I'm so crying
How does
about
that make you feel? Surely that must make you feel very bad.
Leaving about that because I'm crying because there's so many my parents they passed away inside there. So nothing I can say right now.
A human life is a human life, no matter where they come from.
We're a human being. I'm crying also. So there's nothing I can say about this.
It doesn't matter where people come from.
True.
Thank you so much. Aldrin, this is really the point of the story, isn't it, Aldrin? It's about human lives lost. 64 people have died, regardless of where they come from. 64 people have died as a result of buildings being hijacked. And we are seeing the real life impact of what happens when there's a crisis in the city and people who live in and around the city see the situation, come out and try to find out what is happening. The tensions are rising. There are people here who are South African nationals who just said on air they're blaming foreign nationals. There are foreign nationals who've lost their loved ones who say all they need is just some level of assistance, some sort of help, some assistance. The Speaker of Council just said now that they will do what they can to assist all the people that can be assisted and deal with the issue of the hijacked buildings. The situation is live, Aldrin. The situation is moving at a fast pace. As emergency services take out dead bodies, we know the number right now is 64 people who have died. As emergency services work towards removing those remaining people inside the building, the situation outside is starting to heat up. It is a very tense situation and police are on high alert.